to another favorites video, a little bit belated. I mean, we're only like a week into March, so I think it's okay, but I have my February favorites. I have put it off for days just because time kept getting away from me, but yeah, it's both a shorter list and one without as many things to physically show you guys. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish things to show you, whereas others I'll just have to tell you about, but anyway. So, the first thing that made my favorites list, which if you watched the review of it, I'm sure comes as no surprise to anyone, was the Pixie and Hello Kitty Lip Tone pH Reactive Tint in Prettiness. This thing is so freaking trippy, because if you didn't watch that, but you're watching this, I have never actually seen one of these pH lip products that actually works the way that they claim to until this one! Because usually they seem to work more by body heat than by actual pH, and therefore they all turn the same color on everybody, curiously enough, whereas this one actually is very much unique to each person. Like, someone I know actually turned, like, bright red on them, and on me it was, like, magenta. So, it's just interesting, and I really like it. They made a couple other ones that I don't have yet, but I want to pick up, but this one blew my freaking mind, and I'm in love with it. So, $8 well spent. I'm also, oops, I dropped it, digging the Glow Recipe Watermelon Pop Lip Balm, which, I mean, it bums me out that apparently there was a blueberry one at some point in time, but I think they discontinued it as far as I can tell. But this one's pretty cool. There's plenty of it there to keep me busy for a while, but it smells so freaking good. I want to smell it again. God, that's like the best watermelon scent. It's like not quite 100% like bit into a juicy watermelon, but also not 100% watermelon candy. It's like the perfect intersection of the two at the same time. It's just lovely. It doesn't really have a tint, I noticed. Like, if there is, like, so minimal. I don't even really count it as one, but, like, it's just such a nice scent that I'm like, yes, I am here for it. I don't really call this one a lip scrub as much as they tried to push that angle. I'm like, nah, it doesn't really do the thing for me. I just wear it as lip balm, but it's good stuff. Is it $22? Good, I don't know about that one. I mean, it's good stuff, so anyway. So from Color Club, we have the nail polish color Can You Not, which I'm keeping in the box because nowhere on the bottle does it say the color. But it was this really cool Barbie pink that I was wearing through, like, most of February. But this one, it's weird with Color Club how, like, sometimes they have the color names on the bottles and sometimes they don't. And there's no freaking rhyme or reason to it. So it looks really weird in my nail polish collection with my Color Club ones. Like, half of them are in the boxes, half of them are not, and it looks strange because, like, well, why are those in the boxes if those aren't? Are they not open? No, they're open! And they've been used, just they don't have the freaking color names on them. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to go out and buy little round stickers to put on the bottoms of them, yeah, I could put the names on them manually, but that also seems like a perfect recipe for them to eventually fall off, and then me not knowing what the hell went with what, so I don't know, it's easier to just keep it in the damn box, so that's what I'm doing. But I really liked that one, which was so surprising, because just looking at it when I first pulled it out, I didn't expect to like this, honestly, at all. I thought I was going to hate it, because I thought it was going to go on looking really Pepto-Bismol pink, but it's not. It's Barbie pink, so therefore, I love it. I love it! And when that Barbie movie comes out later this year, I will be digging this back out and wearing it. So there is that one. Then, for an item, I don't have the physical item to show you, but again, I did review it, so if you want to see what it looked like, go back to that. There's the Soap & Glory Puffy Eye Attack Under Eye Brightening Hydrogel Patches. Those were so cool, and they worked really well. Very overpriced, again, for what they are, but I mean, they did work exceptionally well, and I'm like, if I ever saw it on a sale, or if I ever saw it, like, in a bundle deal where there's a bunch of them for a set price, then I'd consider it. But for $5 for just a one pair, I was like, I don't know about that. But I did enjoy them, and I really enjoyed the way they worked. And especially given I used those on a day that I barely slept the night before. Yeah, I picked the right timing to try those out. So, anyway. So then, I only have a sample size of this, but I am highly considering buying it. Like, the more that I've used this, I'm thinking I very well might. the Hermes Paris Tuile de Hermes. Like, this is so freaking good. Just, I may get the smallest bottle. I mean, it's still, like, what, $60-something. So, I mean, it's still very, very pricey, but I don't know what it is about this one, but I am in love with it, and I cannot get enough of it, and just that bottle. The bottle itself, it has a bowler hat. I really need this. I need this in my life. Like, I know. You're thinking, Jen, you need another perfume bottle like you need a hole in the head, which, valid, but on the other hand, I freaking need this one. I need this one. I haven't bought, like, a full-on perfume since the Judy Garland one last year, okay? To be fair, that is the last one that I bought. Like, I'm not counting samples. I'm not counting Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mists, because those aren't really true perfumes. That's body mist. That's different. That's how I'm justifying it to myself. But anyway, yeah. If I buy, like, one actual bottle of perfume this year, it will be this one. Anyway. So then we had the Yes to Tomatoes Detoxifying Paper Mask, which, again, I don't have the physical thing here. I used it, but it was a really good one. And I'm definitely going to be buying that one again in the future. I really, really liked that one. I almost always do when it comes to the Yes to Tomatoes line of face masks. Some of their other lines from that brand, like the Yes to Watermelon, or the Yes to Grapefruit, or the Yes to blah, 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 it's hit or miss with some of them. But the tomatoes ones pretty much always work well for me. So, anyway. Then, this was a newish release. Starry, which you may have heard of, or maybe not. This came out pretty recently, and it replaced Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist is no more, and that's fine, because Sierra Mist is garbage. Hot take, sorry. If you're a Sierra Mist diehard, I am so sorry for your loss. Anyway, basically to me, and I still need to review this proper, but Starry to me tastes like what 7-Up used to taste like before they freaking changed it in the 2000s and watered that shit down to where that and Sprite taste the same now, and both of them taste like a watered down version of this. And my sister is a Sprite diehard, okay? And I got her to try one of these, and she's like, oh, actually that does taste different, because she was in that camp of, oh, all lemon limes are the same, and I was like, I hear you. And for the longest time I agreed with you until I tried this, and no, they don't. They don't taste the same. This is definitely its own thing. But at this point, yeah, 7-Up and Sprite, if you blindfolded me and asked me which one's which, I don't think I could tell the difference. But I can tell you which one this one is. Because it's, like, brighter and cleaner, it's sweeter. I feel like I can't tell if it's heavier on the lemon side or the lime side. Maybe lime side than Sprite and 7-Up are. But it's a little different, and I like this a lot more, to the point where I have now rebought the box of soda for this 3 times. And you know how I am with my caffeinated sodas. There's no caffeine in that. I have been buying this in place of caffeinated ones and have not missed it. But I have just genuinely been enjoying the shit out of this. Now, will I eventually burn out on it? Probably, but still. I mean, with a name like Starry, this right here, this was unintentional for this. I did not do that on purpose. That just worked out that way, but, I mean, my sister, she knew the name's like, oh, it's called Starry, of course you're gonna buy that. I'm like, I already did. Look, it's right here. But, yeah, because she knew with the Ring of Star reference, or Ziggy Stardust, I would be all over this one, and I was. Like, literally, the first time I actually found it in person, boom, came home with me, and immediately fell in love with it. Which is better than I can say for that knockoff Dr. Pepper that was called Dr. Star, and it had 2 R's and everything, so I bought it because of Ringo, but oh my god, that shit was undrinkable. Hated that. This was not recent, by the way. This was years ago, but just, that stuff was so bad. So vile. But this, on the other hand, is amazing, and if you haven't tried it yet, I would definitely, even if you just, like, pick up, like, a single bottle of it, just try it and see what I'm talking about, okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. Anyway, so then, I actually watched the movie Saturday Night Fever for the first time ever, which, again, I also need to review that too, but I'll probably be repeating a lot of what I'm saying here in that. But basically, I had seen essentially more or less all of the dancing clips out of it before, but I had never seen the rest of the movie. And I don't know why that is, frankly. I don't know. It just was one of those things where I always meant to get around to watching it and then never did. It's funny because, like, at that private Catholic school I went to for, like, kindergarten through 7th grade, we spent a whole year learning all the songs and dances from Grease and from Saturday Night Fever, and yet I'd seen Grease, but I'd never seen Saturday Night Fever. I'd only seen the clips with the dancing because she showed it to us in that class, and obviously since then, I have seen those same clips over and over and over again just throughout pop culture, but I'd never seen the whole freaking film. And I very much enjoyed it. Surprise, surprise, but... oh gosh, now finding out that apparently there's a sequel to it, I'm like, well, now I gotta watch the sequel, even if it's not as good. I don't care, I need to see where it goes from here, because I've just seen this. But the movie is in my favorites for this month, and so is the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is what put it back on my radar of, hey, I should see if this is streaming anywhere and, like, watch it. Because on one of my walks, I always listen to music on my walks, for whatever reason, on that particular day, I just was feeling in a Bee Gees mood, and pulled up the Bee Gees on Spotify, and basically just pulled up one of the greatest hits albums, just to have something to walk to, with a good beat and everything. That was the most effective walk I think I have ever had my entire life. I even felt it through my core, and that is like something that I don't usually feel even with power walks. I don't usually feel it there. I feel it in my legs and in my back. I don't usually feel it in the core though, so I was like, oh, whatever I did that day, I need to do that again. If the secret was the Bee Gees all this time, I am totally down with using them as like designated walking music. And B, the greatest hits album that I picked on there basically was just like the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, minus the ones that weren't actually them on it. So that brought me around to the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, which I did own at one point in time on vinyl, even though I'd never seen the freaking movie, but I love the music from it. Unfortunately, that was one of the ones that got stolen from me in our old house back when that whole disaster happened over 10 years ago, but still, Spotify, I have most things at my fingertips, so it's fine, but like, yeah, I was just like, I want to listen to that again, but it totally inspired the want to track down the movie and actually watch it all the way through, see it properly. Yes, I've finally seen the thing. So, almost done with this list, guys. Another thing that I had seen for the first time that is an older movie, it's not as old as Saturday Night Fever, but I mean, it's not new either, was the movie Valentine's Day, which my sister showed me on Valentine's Day. It blew her mind that I had never seen it, because she's like, Jen, virtually every freaking person in this movie you love. How have you never seen this movie? And I was like, I don't know. It's one that I always see pop up when I search basically any one of those actors, and I always mean to get around to it, and then it's one of those where it's like, oh, but look at this shiny thing over here, and now I'm distracted with that thing, and I just never got around to it. She's like, well, we're watching it. It's actually Valentine's Day today, and we are watching it. I went, and I even bought us a bottle of bubbly rosé, and we are going to drink it, and we are going to watch this, and we are going to have a good time. And I was like, all right, I'm down for this. When she reminded me Anne Hathaway was in, I was like, you had me at Anne Hathaway, but you sold me at Ashton Kutcher. And then everyone else on top of that is just like a nice bonus. But the fact that those two were, and I was like, oh shit. I mean, on Hathaway alone, it was almost unforgivable that I had never seen this one, because I've seen most of the things she's in. There's still some gaps in her filmography I need to see, but that one, for whatever reason, I don't know, it was one of those hidden in plain sight things where I always saw it pop up, but at the same time, it's like, it's there, but I'm looking right past it. I don't know why. But it was really cute. Now I'm like, oh my god, I need to make this, like, a tradition every year to watch this on Valentine's Day. Apparently it's been one of her traditions for years, and she assumed it was one of mine, just assumed I must watch it every year, because Hathaway, obviously. No, but now it will be. So, anyway, second to last thing on here, I don't physically have the book in front of me anymore because I brought it back to the library, but Debbie McNamara's It's Better This Way, I just posted the review of that, like, yesterday. Very good book. So if you want to actually hear about it, go watch that review, because I don't feel like recapping it again. So, and then the last thing on the list was actually a video game that it's had a few renames on it, but Pokemon Cafe Remix. So originally it was just Pokemon Cafe, and then they had Pokemon Cafe Mix, and then there was Pokemon Cafe Remix. So actually seeing some of the gameplay footage on YouTube, when they did that whole Nintendo Pokemon Direct, I feel like there was something in there that brought that up. I was like, oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I should download that. So I boot it up, la 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 la, and I go to the eShop to download it, and oh, I already have it? Oops. So then I realized, oh wait, they literally just renamed Mix into Remix. Yeah, it reset all the progress, but it's so much better now. Okay, so if you weren't sold on either of the first two versions of the game, hear me out, just try it again now. Because I have a feeling you're gonna like it a lot more now than you did in either of the previous two versions, but oh my god, it's so freaking cute! Like, can I just... The aesthetic. I need to show you the aesthetic. If nothing else, we're not going to do a gameplay here today, although I should do a gameplay on my channel at some point with this. But look at my little Eevee! You know how I feel about Eevee. Oh my god! So, but just everything about it, it's so cute. It's so cute! But, even, like, that's just, like, the title screen. But, hold up. Let me get my stamp for today. And okay, got it. You see the next one? Oh, well, cool. Anyway, get my things out of my... Oh my god, how cute! Floral picks, it's so cute. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm not trying to like be squealy over here over this, truly, but like, just the aesthetics in this game are so stinking cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, wait, what is happening? Are we in the middle of an event? We are. Hold on. I did not know. This must have, like, started today. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get past all of the dialogue so I can show you what it actually looks like in-game. Hold on. Oh, but the little Eevee, though. Oh, I'm sorry. But, like... I know, those of you who are, like, not Pokemon people are probably just like, Jen, what the actual hell? Like, oh, goodness. Okay. So, in the actual restaurant, like, you unlock different areas as you go, but, like, just the whole look of it is so cute. Okay, wrong way. I'm viewing it in the viewfinder. It's backwards, but... yeah, it's so cute. And then there's like an upstairs area. Ah! Sorry, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay, sorry. I squeal over Eevee because Eevee is basically like the Pokemon version of my dog because I have a Pomeranian. So I just die over Eevee's cuteness. But anyway, so those were my February faves. Short list, but hopefully still good, hopefully still enjoyable. Hopefully I'll have a longer list for March, but who the frick knows anymore. So anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.